Hey guys, so today I'm going to be doing a review for Covergirl's Clean Whipped Cream Foundation, and I have done a foundation review before for the Revlon Nearly Naked foundation, and it turned out to be one of my favorite foundations. It's my go-to foundation now. I use it all the time and I really love it, so hopefully I have the same kind of good luck this time around. So I actually received this product for being a biz agent, which is kind of like a influencer kind of deal where they send you products to review and give your opinion on, so that's what I'm doing here. This is what Covergirl has to say about the product. Our lightweight whipped cream foundation gives your skin a boost of moisture without the greasy, shiny finish. You'll love the dreamy 100% breathable formula that leaves your skin looking smooth, natural, and matte. Okay, so the product comes in this little jar. It has 0.6 fluid ounces in it, which is a little bit less than you would get in a regular drugstore foundation. Most of the time you get 1 fluid ounce, which is how much is in this foundation and several others. So you do get a little bit less product, but on the upside it is a little bit more affordable than those other kind of foundations that usually lean more on the $10 to $13, $14 range, and this one I believe is only like $6, $7, $8 at most. So it is a little bit more affordable, which is always super nice, but you do get a little bit less product, so just keep that in mind. Another thing that I kind of noticed about the container is that it is a twist top, and there really wasn't any kind of protectant, like seal or anything around it. So if you're buying it from the store, I would, twist off the cap, give it a look, just make sure that the product isn't already used, if someone hasn't already been sticking their fingers in there. So the next thing is I got the shade 310, which is the second lightest shade. I didn't really get a chance to look at the shades in person because I got this online, and I just kind of chose which one I thought would be the closest to me, and I'm pretty pale, so I got the second lightest shade because I didn't think I would be pale enough for the lightest shade. Looking at it now, it's very pink, like it has like very pinky undertones, and I'm half Asian, so I kind of go back and forth sometimes. That might be kind of weird. Sometimes I feel like my skin is very pink. Sometimes I can definitely see those yellow undertones like when I'm more tan. I'm not quite sure if this will match it perfectly, but I think it'll be close enough. And actually I'm just going to go ahead and show you what it looks like here. Give you a little close up there. So as you can see, the texture of it is definitely very creamy, very whipped. Obviously that's what it's called. It's very light feeling, so I'll just go ahead and show you here. Like, it feels like silk. I don't know if you can see that very well, but it's just such a like creamy, light feeling. Like, it blends in really easily there. Like, yeah, you can't even see it anymore, just blended right into my skin. I'm normally not a big fan of whipped foundations just because I feel like they get a little cakey on me, and I don't like that feeling that I'm wearing makeup. That's why I like the Nearly Naked foundation so much, was because it felt like I was wearing just nothing at all on my face. So that's something I'm a little bit worried about, but I really do like how this applies and the texture of it. But going back to the shades, like I said, this is 310, which is classic Ivory. The shade before that is 305, which is Ivory, and then there are a total of 10 shades. So it doesn't have the largest selection of shades, so that might be a con to some people. Before I show you applying the product to my skin, I'm just going to say that I have combination skin. My skin gets very dry, like on the cheeks areas, my forehead area, my temple region, like right around my eyebrows too. It gets super dry. I always have to apply a lot of moisturizer in those areas. But then I get very oily like in my T-zone area, so like along my nose a little bit, and then I tend to get breakouts like along my mouth region, like around here and on my chin. I think I got actually a couple right now going on here, so just wanted to give you that little background on my skin before we go there.
Alright, so here I am applying the foundation to my face. What I did was I just applied the foundation directly onto the beauty blender, and then I just put that right onto my skin and then just started blending it. So as you can see, the foundation is a little bit lighter than my skin, but I do have pretty pale skin, so it's not too much of an issue, but it does blend in very well. It was very easily blendable. The foundation was very smooth, very creamy. It almost felt like I was applying silk or cashmere compared to my skin. The coverage is very, very light, but it's also very buildable, so you can definitely build up that foundation to give you that more coverage look. Now, I will say that you want to make sure that you don't use too much of the foundation because a little bit does go a long way, and if you do overdo it, you might end up a little bit cakey and you'll get that look that I was talking about that you kind of want to avoid when you're using these whipped kind of foundations. But it looks like I'm just about finished here. I'm just kind of blending it into my neck a little bit, doing a couple finishing touches, and voila! So here's what it looks like with some setting powder. And here's the completed look after I applied a little bit of bronzer and some blush.
Right now, I look at my skin and it just feels so soft and smooth. I don't feel like I'm wearing makeup. There's none of that cakey texture that I was afraid of, and it just looks really nice and flawless. It is about 3 o'clock in the afternoon right now, so I'm just going to go ahead with my day, get a couple things done, and in a few hours I will come back and let you know how it wears on my skin throughout the day. So I'll see you in a little bit. Hey guys, so it has been several hours later now. I thought I was just going to wait like 3 or 4, maybe 5 hours and come back and report to you my findings. Today just got a little bit crazy. I just lost track of time, but it is now almost 3 a.m. in the morning. And this is what my skin looks like right now. So as you can see, I am still wearing my makeup. I haven't taken anything off of my face. I'm actually very pleasantly surprised with how my makeup still looks, you know, much less just the foundation. But the foundation is still on pretty nicely. I've had dinner. I have been just doing tons of things today since I last saw you all, and besides like just, you know, a little bit around my mouth where the foundation kind of wore off just from me eating, I feel like that the foundation has stayed on really well. It's hours later now and it still looks really great, so I'm really impressed by that. I guess I'm just going to go ahead and just summarize everything really quickly. For the pros, I would say that it has a very nice light feeling, which I like in my foundation. It goes on really easily, it's really easily blendable, it leaves a really nice matte finish, and it's not drying. It's not the most moisturizing, even though that's kind of in their claim, but it certainly doesn't dry out your skin. And then finally, it's super affordable, even compared to other drugstore foundations. So yeah, so those are the pluses. On the con side, I would say that there's not as much product as the usual drugstore foundation, and there's not the widest shade selection. It doesn't have the heaviest coverage. It is buildable, so you can probably get it up to like a medium coverage, but if you're looking for like heavy full coverage, it's not really going to give you that. Overall, I would say that I am very pleasantly surprised and very happy with this foundation. I was not expecting to really like it that much. I came in optimistic, hoping that I would like it, but I knew since it was kind of a whipped, creamy kind of foundation, which is not what I usually tend to go for, I didn't really know what to expect. And like I said, very pleasantly surprised. I really like this foundation. I will certainly use it again. It might not become my go-to just because I still prefer liquid foundation, but my feelings about whipped foundations have changed slightly because of this product. Let me know if you've tried this foundation before and what you thought of it, if your experience was different using it or whatever. Oh, and just to let you know, I did not wear a primer or a setting spray today, so the fact that my face is like this and my makeup has not melted off my face or gotten spotty or anything like that is very impressive, and I keep saying that word. That is it for this review, and until my next video, I will see you all later. Bye!